of a mix with Godchild. You're listening to Godchild's Jazz-Strumentals CD.
I gotta do what I gotta do and break up with you. Breaking up with you, so hard to do, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I try keeping it real with you. This ain't easy for me, baby. Breaking up with you is so hard to do. So hard, baby. I try keeping it real with you. Shawty, this ain't no game. Messing with no cat that's lame. Shawty, this ain't no game. You ain't messing with no cat that's lame. Shawty, this ain't no game. You ain't messing with no cat that's lame. Shawty, this ain't no game. You ain't messing with no cat that's lame. I told you from the start that I never really didn't give away my heart. Told you from the start that I never really didn't give away my heart. But what did you do? But what did you do? As soon as I slipped and gave my heart to you, you broke it in two. When all I tried to do is keep it real with you. And even though it's hurting me, I'ma be a man and let you go free. Girl, go on, spread your wings. It's time for me to move on and do some better things. How I mean so much to you, but I gotta do what I gotta do and break up with you. Oh, so hard to do.
You're in the middle of a mix with Godchild, original music from the Music Therapy Experience CD.
Original music from the Music Therapy Experience CD. You're in the middle of a mix with Godchild.
Fell in love with her, and the hourglass of her rhythm, smooth curve. She walked the walk and talked the talk of a goddess, the rarest of diamonds in the rough that made her beauty seem modest. She became the sweat of my perspiration, methodical like the heartbeat when you sleep. She inspired the soulful syncopation of my inhale and exhale and became the reason for my melody. Now her spirit resides intimately inside the shell of me, my music therapy. You see, it was my intuition, my internal premonition, or prophetic suspicion that I welcome and embrace the blessing of my affliction. Suddenly infused into every part of me, it became every part of my addiction. And the prescription had already been written and the writing was on the wall for days like hieroglyphics. Prolific was my tenor that caressed her alto, and we harmonized at the falsetto, intoxicated off the love of her cognac amaretto. She became the jazz in my swag and the blues of my ghetto. Music therapy. She was more than meets the eye. She was fine-tuned, and I put on my spiritual ears so I could hear her, and I touched my pulse so I could feel her. My thoughts and subconscious find over her presence, her bare essence, royalty in the incubated stages of adolescence. Stripped down to the core, but her allure lives on, like the descendants of sounds orchestrated into a silhouette of symphonies. And these dreams where I live are more than just epiphanies. It's an experience. This journey is our Mecca, from the triune to Tribeca, been covered under the anointing in the favor of the trifecta, the resurrector. Out of this body, out of mind, experience my prospectus is spellbound by the bind of melodic, one-of-a-kind sonics that give birth to hip-hop. Strumming my chords like a piano man's quartet, 4 scores in the improvisation of bebop. And 7 equals the completion and the foundation of how we got this music therapy experience.